Hi people, it's Samuel. I should think a lot of people might have seen the last video that I had where I had the police officer encounter with a officer employed with Devon and Cornwall Police based in Falmouth Police Station. This is now being filed as a complaint, and I'm hoping to be followed up in the next month. They say up to 28 working days. I would just like to discuss, this sort of idiocy I have come across when, you go out in public, and it might be different in your different country, as I sometimes have audiences based around the world. I've been America. I've seen, people, if you're out and about, you stepping out into the road sometimes, almost trying to kill themselves in the road. I see it sometimes here. So people almost tipping over at the side of a curb, almost going right in front of your car, or people pulling out in front of you, hogging the lane. The psychology, particularly out and about, seems to be very much the same, and sometimes it would be wrong to generalize people of a different country because you see it almost everywhere. People think in America, they think that they must be all the same. They're not. They differ. Even in Britain, they differ a lot. For those who think Britain is better, it's not better. And I've learned, even particularly, the thing that's different about the British police is they don't have guns, and like in America, that they're far more trigger happy with guns, and they're heavily armored SWAT teams out in the US, and that they have a lot more contempt, and the contempt is just kind of the same, and particularly almost like France as well. Contempt with the police is pretty bad, with the shooting of a 17-year-old boy last Tuesday, and the cop was charged lately for it, but very few cases like the police are ever held responsible, which is why always film the police no matter what. You do not let them into your property under no circumstances, unless they have a warrant. You can find a lot about the legislation about the powers of entry in section 17 of the PACE, the Police and Criminal Evidence Act of 1984. You can see that in England and Wales that the police only have powers of entry for an indictable offence. So that's an offence that's a very serious crime without a warrant, or a public order offence. The rest goes on, but that's where to look on the Office of Public Sector Information website. And particularly as me, maybe to some people might not notice, but I genuinely am a wrongfully convicted person in America, prosecuted by the FBI for cyberstalking, which I did not actually do, and was made to go through the hellish going through the federal penal prison system, where I had probably just year or two months, endless months of just languish and bitterness and feelings of anger and torment, and just can't stand being there. And it has been dreadful, all because of the lies the victims made about me cyberstalking that I didn't do, and saying that is all that I'm being alleged of is just some kind of explicit messages that they deem as violent and threatening, when it really just words, not really any acts of of crimes and physical violence involved, and even I did not even get my appeal granted when I appealed my sentence at the US Court of Appeals as well. I was disappointed, but I haven't given up. I have actually filed a writ of certiorari to the US Supreme Court, and I also had my motion denied by District Court of a 2255. I'm also filing that in the US Court of Appeals. So at the moment, I've been railroaded and sometimes even further harassed by law enforcement. And I always could do my biggest help from the public out there. I'll probably look to get a GoFundMe page going and a site quite like one called crimebudge.co.uk, run by a person called Rob Warner, who's had some pretty far hellish dealings with the police in his own town and meets corruption face on. Yeah, just stick around on my channel. I'm going to keep on trying to update you on all the bullshit that's been going on with the local police. I mean, police officers, most of them, I just think they're pigs, really. They're just like dirt, and they hate it when you talk about them in a manner that's sort of to slate them, when a lot of what they do is exactly correct. And a lot of these people think that they're intelligent, are actually stubborn when they think the police are actually doing a wonderful job. They are not. They are disgusting in their acts, and they want to basically lock you in a box as such and that really all they're doing is going on a fishing expedition, just like myself. So yeah, just stick around. You might see more videos by me, and I'll give you an update on the complaint I sent to Devon and Cornwall police. Even the UK police are pretty shit as well. If you are a good cop, tell me in comments, but majority of cops I've seen are pretty fascist, disgusting, and despicable human beings. So just tell me if you are a good cop and agree. Otherwise, adios, goodbye to you.